Hello students, in continuation to previous video, we have seen evaluation of double integrals, in which very first we have seen direct evaluation when limits are given. For example, if we have such integration, we can directly integrate either with respect to y or with respect to x looking at the limits. Second type was when limits are not given, when limits are not provided. For example, if we have evaluate this where R is the region bounded by y equal to x square, y equal to x, x0 and x1. So we have plotted the curve, then we have taken a strip parallel to y-axis, then strip parallel to x-axis, and then in last lecture we have seen these were our limit of integration, and both the integrals are same, they are equal. And third part, now what is change of order of integration? Change of order of integration, it means changing the order of integration here. Here we are integrating with respect to y first and then with respect to x. Changing order of integration, that means we need to integrate with respect to x first and then with respect to y. Now changing order of integration is not just interchanging x and y. For changing order of integration, we change our strip. If we have initially taken or given our strip parallel to y-axis, for changing order of integration, we'll take our strip parallel to x-axis, then we'll write the limits and then we'll evaluate the integral. So, for changing order of integration, it changes the limits of integration. And while doing so, it is sometimes required to split up the region of integration, and given integral is expressed as sum of a number of double integrals with changed limits. So it is always advisable to sketch the curve and then change the order of integration. Now here suppose initially if this integral is given to us and we are asked that evaluate this by changing order of integration. Now here limits of x are constant. That means your strip is parallel to y-axis. So now for changing order of integration, we'll take our strip parallel to x-axis, then we'll write the limits, and hence your changed integral is going to be this one. Okay, let us see one more example. If we have evaluate double integral y dx dy over the region or over the area bounded by y equal to x square and x plus y equal to 2. This is your parabola y equal to x square and the line x plus y is equal to 2, and this is parabola y is equal to x square. Now if I want to change the, or let us see what is the region of integration. Now the region of integration is this. Here if I am taking my strip parallel to y-axis, if my strip is parallel to y-axis, limits of x are constant. And for constant limit, what we do is we move our strip from left to right. So from left, these are the points of intersection I have already written. If y is x and y is 2 minus x, y is x square and y is 2 minus x, my x will be minus 2 comma 1. So y will be 4 comma 1. Hence minus 2 comma 4 and 1 comma 1 are point of intersection. Okay, now I have taken my strip parallel to y-axis. I am moving my strip from left to right for getting the limits of x. So when I am here at this point, my x here is minus 2. So my x will be varying from minus 2 to, at this point my x is 1. So minus 2 to 1. Now for getting value of y, I am keeping this strip fixed. Lower end of this strip is at y equal to x square. And upper end of this strip is at y equal to 2 minus x. Remember, if I am going to find limits of x, which is constant, I need to move my strip. And when I am moving my strip, I should have a smooth curve. When I started walking from here, on my left hand I am having line and on my right I am having parabola. line and parabola, line and parabola, line and parabola. Throughout the curve, I am getting a smooth curve. Throughout the region, I am getting a smooth curve. Hence, my limits are minus 2 to 1, x square to 2 minus x. Okay. Now, if I am asked to change the order of integration, if I am changing order of integration, now I need to take strip parallel to x-axis. If my strip is parallel to x-axis, limits of y are constant. Now, limits of y are constant. That means I need to move this strip from bottom to top. At the bottom, my y is 0. I started walking. Both the sides I am having parabola, parabola, parabola. Just after this point, it is not a smooth curve. I am getting a point of discontinuity. Hence, I need to divide region in two parts. Divide region in two parts. This is first part. Upper one is second part. So now when I started walking from here, my y is 0. Y is varying from 0 to 1. My y is varying from 0 to 1. This was first region. In second region, my y will be varying from 1 to, okay, I am having parabola line, no problem. Smooth curve hai. So, y is now varying from 1 to 4. Fixing this strip in first region, here y is x square. And this is in second quadrant. So, y is negative. Hence, y will be minus root x to this side y is plus root x. In second region, here your y is minus root y to plus root y. And in second region, this will be minus root y to, here my x is 2 minus y. Getting the point? If we are not getting a smooth curve, we need to divide the region in 2, 3, whatever required parts. And then your single double integral is now equal to integral 0 to 1, integral 1 to 4, integral minus root y to plus root y, integral minus root y to 2 minus y dx dy. Of course, I am going to share these notes with you. I am going to make PDF and will share this on Google Classroom. And in any case, in any query, if you have any query, you can contact me anytime. Fine. I am taking another example again to change the order of integration. Given that this is 0 to 5, 2 minus x to 2 plus x, f of xy dy dx. I have traced these curves. Y is x plus 2. That means this is the line intersecting with x-axis at 0, y-axis at 0, 2. Another line again intersecting y-axis at 0, 2. And x is, what we have is y is 2 minus x, y is 2 plus x, x is 0 and x is 5. So now if I am taking here your limits of x are even, that means your strip is parallel to y-axis. Our strip is parallel to y-axis, limits of x are constant. X will be varying from 0 to 5, correct? Y will be varying from lower end to upper end. At lower end, y is 2 minus x. At upper end, y is x plus 2. So, my region of integration is correct. Now, I am going to change the order of integration. Taken my strip parallel to x-axis. If my strip is parallel to x-axis, limits of y are constant. Y are constant. So, for constant limits, we need to move the strip. Y here. Here y is minus 3. I started walking from here. Here, this side I have y equal to 2 minus x. This side x is 5. Okay. Okay. No problem. Smooth curve, smooth curve, smooth curve. This is the point of discontinuity. Hence, divided region in two parts. So, my y is varying from 0 to, at this point y is varying from minus 3 to 2. Then in second region my y will be 2 to 7. And x will be varying from, at this side my x is 2 minus y to here. X here is 5. For second region, this is first region, this one is second region. My x is 5, 2, x will be, x is equal to 5, sorry, for second region, x is equal to y minus 2 to 5 again. Okay, fixing this strip here and here. This side x is 2 minus y, this side x is 5, this side x is y minus 2, this side x is 5. Hence, this double integration now will be written as minus 3 to 2, 2 minus y to 5 f of xy dx dy. Here these are functions of x, so we'll integrate first with respect to x, 2 to 7, y minus 2 to 5. Alright, that means if we are evaluating these two double integrals, it will be equal to this one double integral. Similar type of question, double integral over region R, region bounded by y equal to x square, x plus y is 2, but this time it is x equal to 0 in first quadrant. It is similar question as we have solved here. Yahan your region of integration was whole part, but in this question it is given with first quadrant. That means region of integration will only be this region, right? So while taking limits, again just remember you will divide region in two parts like this. Okay. Now next is transformation of Cartesian double integrals to polar double integrals. We put x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta, and a 5-star remaining thing is dx dy is written as r dr d theta. That means x1 to x2, y1 to y2, f of xy dx dy is written as integral alpha to beta 0 to some function of theta, f of r comma theta, dx dy is written as r dr d theta. Now for polar, how to write limits in polars? This is theta equal to 0. We start moving from theta equal to 0, theta equal to pi by 2, then theta equal to pi, then 3 pi by 2, and then 2 pi. We start moving this strip anti-clockwise. We have a radial strip, and we move this strip anti-clockwise. Your R, it goes from 0 to whatever curve you have. Now, for a circle, x square plus y square equal to a square. In fact, x square plus y square equal to a square is nothing but r equal to a in polar. So for entire circle, if I am starting from here, entire circle, that means my theta will be varying from 0 to 2 pi and r will be varying from 0 to a. If it is semicircle, my theta will be varying from 0 to pi and r will be varying from 0 to a. For only positive quadrant, theta will be varying from 0 to pi by 2, r will be same. For x square plus y square equal to 2ax, or it is r equal to 2a cos theta. This is the circle. For entire circle, it's minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 and r is 0 to 2a cos theta. If it is only upper half, it's going to be 0 to theta from 0 to pi by 2 and 0 to 2a cos theta. For similar circle, it's r equal to 2a sin theta. I is going to be 0 to pi, 0 to 2a sin theta. Now I hope you have done with your curve tracing. Now for cardioid, r equal to 1 plus a, r equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. For entire cardioid, I is equal to 0 to 2 pi and r will be varying from 0 to this boundary. That means a into 1 plus cos theta, f of r theta. Every time c dx dy, it is replaced by r dr d theta. Okay. For lemniscate, this is lemniscate. We remember these are the tangents, theta equal to pi by 4 and theta equal to minus pi by 4. For both the loops of lemniscate, I is 2 times minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4, 0 to a into root of cos 2 theta, f of r theta, r dr d theta. If it is only one loop, we will take only one time, not 2 times of this. And then lastly, if we need to find area by double integral, it is double integral r dx dy. For area, your function is 1, f is equal to 1, and that is for polar will be given by r dr d theta. Right? For any doubts, you can anytime contact any of us, any teacher of your division. Thank you.